What's good, Vikings Nation? SKOL. Can you feel the electricity in the air? The Minnesota Vikings are headed to Dublin, Ireland, for the NFL's first ever regular season game at Croke Park, and the ticket demand is absolutely wild. Over 600,000 fans crashed Ticketmaster's queue to get a piece of this historic showdown against the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is the kind of passion that makes us the best fans in the NFL. So, grab your purple and gold, because we're diving into the madness of this ticket frenzy and what it means for our Vikings. Picture this. September 28, 2025, Croke Park buzzing with 76,000 screaming fans, and our Vikings charging onto the field to face a Steelers team led by the legendary Aaron Rodgers. The queue for tickets hit over 600,000 within minutes of going live. Can you believe that? In today's video, we're breaking down the chaos, the stakes, and why this game is a must-watch for every Vikings fan. Ready to feel the SKOL spirit? Let's dive in. So, what's got the world so hyped for this game? Why are fans from Ireland, the US, and even Germany losing their minds over these tickets? Stick with me through these 10 scenes as we unpack the ticket madness, the Vikings international takeover, and what this game means for our season. Drop a comment below. Have you ever been to an NFL game abroad? Or are you planning to make the trip to Dublin? Let's get this SKOL party started. Hundreds of thousands of fans, over 600,000, to be exact, flooded Ticketmaster's virtual queue. The second tickets went on sale at 12 p.m. on Tuesday, June 17, 2025. That's right, Vikings Nation. The demand for our Week 4 clash against the Pittsburgh Steelers in Dublin is unlike anything we've ever seen. The Irish Independent reported that the queue swelled so fast it left fans stunned, with wait times stretching over an hour. This isn't just a game. It's a global phenomenon. The Ticketmaster site was practically on fire, with a notice begging fans to sit tight as servers struggled to handle the traffic. An online waiting room opened at 11 a.m., randomly assigning spots when the sale kicked off. But even that couldn't tame the chaos. Vikings fans, Steelers fans, and NFL lovers from across Europe were all battling for a seat at Croke Park. Can you imagine being one of those fans? Refreshing the page, heart-pounding, hoping to score a ticket? This insane demand shows how much the NFL's international series has captured the world's attention, and our Vikings are at the center of it. With prices ranging from €85 for the Upper Davin stand to €295 for premium seats in the Lower Hogan and Cusack stands. These tickets are a hot commodity. So, tell me, Vikings Nation, are you one of the 600,000 in that queue? Or are you holding out for the Hill 16 seats that go on sale later? Drop it in the comments. Let's talk about why this game is such a big deal. The Minnesota Vikings are making history as part of the NFL's first regular season game in Ireland, facing off against the Pittsburgh Steelers on September 28, 2025, at 2:30 p.m. local time. Croke Park, a legendary Gaelic Games stadium, is transforming into a gridiron battlefield for 76,000 fans. That's slightly less than its usual 82,300 capacity. But trust me, the energy will be off the charts. This isn't the Steelers' first rodeo in Dublin. They played a pre-season game there against the Chicago Bears in 1997, drawing 30,000 fans. But this time, it's a regular season showdown, and the stakes are higher. The Steelers, owned by the Rooney family with deep Irish roots tracing back to Newry, Co-Down, are bringing their A-game with Aaron Rodgers at the helm. Meanwhile, our Vikings, led by rising star J.J. McCarthy and All-Pro receiver Justin Jefferson, are ready to make a statement. Who's got the edge in this matchup? The global hype is real, with fans from the US, UK, and Germany expected to pack the stands. The Vikings are no strangers to international games, with this being their third overseas trip in 4 seasons, including a Week 5 game against the Browns in London. So, Vikings Nation, what's got you more excited? Seeing J.J. McCarthy sling it against Rodgers, or the chance to show the world why Vikings fans are the loudest? Let me know below. Now, let's get into the ticket chaos. Fans were hyped, but many were left frustrated as the Ticketmaster queue stretched to over 600,000 people, with wait times dragging on for hours. Imagine logging in at noon, ready to snag your spot, only to see 250,000 people ahead of you. One fan on X, at Killicam0531, posted, "Been in the queue 38 minutes and it's only gone down 271 people. Find that a lil hard to believe, man. Face palming light skin though. That's the kind of struggle Vikings fans are facing." Ticketmaster tried to calm the storm, posting updates like, "Your place in the queue is secure, and there are still tickets available." But with 600,000 plus people vying for just 76,000 seats, it's no wonder fans were raging. Some even speculated bots or tech glitches inflated the numbers, with Minnesota sports fan noting that the queue could theoretically sell out Croke Park 9 times over. Have you ever been stuck in a ticket queue like this? Share your horror stories in the comments. Despite the frustration, there's hope for those who missed out. Hill 16 and Nally Terrace, usually standing areas, will have seats for this game, and Hill 16 tickets are dropping at a later date. So, if you're still dreaming of cheering SKOL in Dublin, keep your eyes peeled. What's your game plan? Refreshing Ticketmaster or waiting for the next batch? Let's hear it. The Vikings are going global, and this Dublin game is proof of their massive international fanbase. The NFL's Global Markets program has given the Steelers marketing rights in Ireland, but let's be real. Vikings fans are going to turn Croke Park purple. Posts on X from @VikingsFanpage hyped up the matchup, noting our boys will face Aaron Rodgers in Week 4. With Justin Jefferson ready to torch the Steelers' secondary, this could be a game for the ages. The Rooney family's Irish heritage adds a cool layer to this showdown. Their ancestors hail from Newry, and Steelers president Art Rooney too called playing in Ireland special because of those roots. But Vikings owner Mark Wilf isn't backing down, saying this game is a chance to introduce new fans to the Minnesota Vikings and make football more accessible globally. Who's got the stronger claim to Ireland's heart? Us or the Steelers? This game is more than just a ticket frenzy. It's a chance for the Vikings to flex their international muscle. With 2 international games in 2025, Dublin and then London against the Browns, the Vikings are leading the NFL's global charge. So, Vikings Nation, are you ready to show Ireland what SKOL is all about? Drop your predictions for the game in the comments. Let's zoom in on the players who'll make this game epic. Our quarterback, JJ McCarthy, is stepping into the spotlight as a rookie with something to prove. Facing Aaron Rodgers, a Super Bowl MVP, is no small task, but McCarthy's got the arm and the swagger to make waves. Vikings news reports suggest he's been showing flashes of brilliance in minicamp, despite some expected rookie struggles. Can he outduel a legend in Dublin? Then there's Justin Jefferson, our 2-time All-Pro receiver, who's ready to feast against the Steelers' defense. On the other side, Pittsburgh's got George Pickens, a star wideout who'll test our secondary. The Irish Times highlighted this clash of talent, noting it's the 20th meeting between the Vikings and Steelers, with Minnesota holding a slight 10-9 edge. Our last win in 2021 was a 36-28 thriller. Can we repeat that magic? This game is a chance for our young core to shine on a global stage. Vikings fans, who's your MVP pick for this matchup? Jefferson, McCarthy, or maybe a dark horse like Dallas Turner? And what about that Rodgers versus McCarthy storyline? Drop your thoughts below and let's get the hype going. The ticket prices for this historic game are no joke, ranging from €85 to €295, according to the Irish Times. That's a steep price for some, but for a once-in-a-lifetime event like the NFL's first regular season game in Ireland, fans are clearly willing to pay up. The most expensive seats in the lower Hogan and Cusack stands are going for €295, while the Upper Davin stand offers a more budget-friendly €85 option. What's your budget for a game like this? What's wild is that even with these prices, over 600,000 people jumped into the queue. The Irish Examiner reported that the demand reached an unprecedented level, outpacing other international NFL games. Croke Park's reduced capacity of 76,000 means only a fraction of those fans will get in. Are you splurging for premium seats or hunting for a deal? Let me know in the comments. For those who can't score tickets, don't lose hope. The NFL is planning fan zone-style activities around Dublin, with more details coming soon. Imagine tailgating in Ireland, SKOL chants echoing through the streets. Would you rather watch from a fan zone or fight for a stadium seat? Share your plans below. let's talk about the frustration some fans are feeling. Social media is buzzing with complaints, like at Charles Davies on X saying, 10:55 a.m. v. 12 p.m. for NFL Dublin tickets. Ridiculous. Others, like at Trentwa 520-26329, argued the NFL should have reserved tickets for Irish fans, since many Americans are snapping them up. It's a fair point. Shouldn't the locals get first dibs on this historic game? What do you think, Vikings Nation? The Ticketmaster system didn't make things easier, with random queue assignments leaving some fans stuck behind hundreds of thousands. Minnesota sports fan even questioned if bots or glitches inflated the queue, noting tickets were still available hours later. Have you ever dealt with a ticket sale this chaotic? Drop your worst Ticketmaster experience in the comments. Despite the gripes, the excitement hasn't faded. Vikings fans are known for their passion, and we're not letting a long queue stop us. Whether you're in Dublin or watching from home, this game is a chance to show the world why the Vikings are a global force. So, how are you staying hyped despite the ticket drama? Let's hear it. This Dublin game is part of a bigger picture for the Vikings in 2025. According to Vikings.com, we're playing 2 international games back-to-back. Dublin in Week 4 and London against the Browns in Week 5. That's right. We're the first NFL team to play consecutive international games in different countries. It's a grueling schedule, but it shows how much the NFL trusts our fanbase to bring the energy. The Times of India noted that these games are part of the NFL's push for global expansion, with matchups in Germany, Spain, and Brazil also on the slate. Our Vikings are leading the charge, and it's no surprise. Our fanbase is one of the most passionate in the league. Can we keep the momentum going across 2 continents? What's your take on this global gauntlet? This international spotlight puts extra pressure on our squad to perform. With J.J. McCarthy still finding his footing and veterans like Justin Jefferson carrying the load, these games could define our season. Vikings Nation, are you worried about the travel or hyped for the global stage? Drop your thoughts below. Let's not forget the history behind this matchup. The Vikings and Steelers have faced off 19 times, with us holding a 10-9 edge. Our last meeting in 2021 was a nail-biter, with the Vikings pulling out a 36-28 win thanks to a clutch performance. Can we make it 11-9 in Dublin? The stage is set for an epic battle, and Croke Park's electric atmosphere will only crank up the intensity. The Steelers are bringing a veteran squad, with Aaron Rodgers looking to cement his legacy. But our young guns, like J.J. McCarthy and Dallas Turner, are hungry to prove themselves. Vikings news reports that Turner's been turning heads in minicamp, showing breakout potential. Who's got the bigger chip on their shoulder? Our rookies or Pittsburgh's vets? This game is a chance to make history, not just for the NFL in Ireland but for our franchise. A win here could set the tone for our 2025 season. Vikings fans, what's your bold prediction for this game? Are we dominating or will it come down to the wire? Hit the comments with your takes. Alright, Vikings Nation, it's time to wrap this up with a SKOL-sized call to action. The Dublin ticket frenzy shows the world what we already know. Vikings fans are unmatched in passion and pride. Whether you're one of the lucky 76,000 heading to Croke Park or cheering from a fan zone in Dublin, let's make sure Ireland hears our SKOL chants loud and clear. What's your game plan for September 28th? This game is just the start of an epic 2025 for our Minnesota Vikings. With J.J. McCarthy, Justin Jefferson, and a hungry squad ready to take on the world, we're building something special. Stay locked in for more Vikings news as we count down to kickoff. Are you hyped for our international takeover? Drop your thoughts, predictions, and ticket horror stories in the comments below. If you love this breakdown, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss a Vikings update. Share this video with your fellow Vikings fans and let's keep the SKOL spirit alive. Until next time, Vikings Nation, SKOL.